The organization of life, from the smallest units of life to the entire globe. How does each part function as a whole? First, let's look at the smallest things in the universe. An atom. Everything is made up of atoms, from rocks to water to trees to, yes, even you and me. When a bunch of atoms come together, they make up a cell. A cell is very important. They make up all living things. They are very complex, with lots of structures that help keep you alive. Cells are very small, but they are everywhere. Plants, animals, and even bacteria are made up of cells. Tissues come next. These are made up of a bunch of cells that do the same thing. For example, all the cells in your heart come together and are called cardiac tissue. They work together to make sure your blood gets to your whole body and back to your heart. They have to be very strong. There are 4 kinds of tissue in humans: epithelial, muscle, cardiac, and nervous. Each plays a special part in keeping you alive. Organs are made up of tissues. Some examples in you and me are hearts, lungs, liver, and brain. Other organisms have organs too, like trees have roots and leaves, and fish have fins and gills. These are all organs that help the living thing in different ways. Organ systems are a group of organs that work together with a common goal. Like your immune system keeps you from getting sick, while your respiratory system helps get oxygen to all your cells. When you put all these things together, this is what happens. You get an organism. You can end up with a plant or an animal or even a human being. All organisms are made up of organ systems, organs, tissues, cells, and atoms. A population is a collection of organisms that are all the same. They also live in the same area. Most have to live together so they can reproduce and thrive. But humans are lucky. They have the advantages of being able to fly and drive and move around and always be near other people. Frogs, however, are not so lucky. They have to stay near each other to reproduce, and lions like to stay together in a lion pride in order to hunt. A community is made up of all of the living organisms in an area. This would include the plants, the animals, the bugs, and everything else that's living. They all work together to keep the circle of life flowing. The ecosystem is made up of everything living as well as the things that are not living. These would include rocks and water and even the weather. Everything that affects the things that live there. And they work together in order to make sure that life is possible. All the ecosystems combined create the biosphere, the earth as we know it, and everything that's in it. Everything works together from atoms to ecosystems in order to make life on earth possible.